Hello, everybody. We want to welcome you to the Papa Show on the Total Trash Network.
Hey, my name's Robert, and welcome to the Papa Ross Show.
Hijacker! It's about time you jacked one.
What's up, people?
And then it goes into nothing because we're all overwhelmed and shocked. I know. It's like, wait, what happened?
I thought I'd throw you for a loop here.
Excuse me, hold on. And it's July the 5th, 2021. We're acting like we're hungover or something and didn't drink a drop.
Yeah, I was at work. But then again, I got my high off of Walmart, so that worked.
And
I got a story for yesterday. It is day after 4th of July.
All right, tell us the story.
First of all, what did y'all do on 4th of July?
Well, we went to church, both of us, to the same one.
Yeah, that was interesting.
You went to church, Sydney?
Yeah, and I'm still standing. It's remarkable.
So is the church.
Wow, that throws me by surprise.
And that church
Right.
is at least 130 years old.
1899, I think it said
Or
on
90
the front of it.
Oh, really? 99? Well, we know that the business part of the church dates back to 1893.
Mm-hmm.
The business part?
There are records back to 1893.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Tell them about the pillars in this church.
No,
The
you mean the
posts.
walls?
The post, the walls, and the post and the walls.
The foundation of the church. Yeah, I did a walk around of it. I was looking through the windows and all. There's probably at least like that much space between the exterior and the interior window. I think he says the foundation was sitting on 8x8s. I believe he said.
Oak. Solid oak.
Solid wood.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You can't drive nails into it.
It's a
that
one.
solid.
That explains why this place is still standing.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah.
It's a small country church in Afton, Virginia.
He ain't kidding when he says small. It's probably not much bigger than the room we're in right now.
The basement, yeah. But the actual room is probably the size.
The actual sanctuary is maybe this room plus the kitchen.
Well, that's probably true.
That's about the size of the church I went to growing up, though it was slightly smaller.
We got 16 people in there.
Yeah.
The church I had, the walkway was so narrow that only one person can navigate at any given time, and the pews were right on top of each other. I think it seated like 20, 25 tops.
I think if they were to take out a couple of pews, you could maybe navigate 40 or 50 comfortably in that sanctuary. But it was very, very old-fashioned. Some of the records from way back from way back in the day. Now, the main trustee of the church is 95 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The church is still going. There's the 95-year-old and his son and grandson and great-grandkids. 4 generations go to this church. And it's a very small country church in Afton, Virginia.
Yep.
And anyway, hallelujah, amen.
Sounds like y'all had a fun 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, man.
I definitely had an interesting one. Can't say it was fun. Shall I go ahead and tell my tire story?
Oh, please do. Rock and Roll Edition 4.
The Rock and Roll Edition 4. The lonely, tireless adventures of Robert.
The Robert strikes again.
So, I spent my whole day at work. I was at Walmart, and you had to deal with the random, people who come in the day of a holiday asking where the holiday merch is. And then customers get mad because we don't have very many 4th of July t-shirts.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. So,
No, ma'am, no, sir. We cannot sell you that today because it's not the 4th of July.
It sounded like they didn't have plenty of time.
I know, right?
I mean,
we
Walmart-
start putting stuff out like 3 months in advance.
Right?
But no, so getting on later in the evening, a guy walks up to me, person I've never seen in my life, and honestly don't know how he knew it was. But he comes up to me like, "Sir, do you own a brand new Nissan?" I'm like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" He's like, "Well, I thought I'd tell you that your tires are flat." I'm like, "Can't be. They were fine a little bit ago." And he's like, "Well, they're not now. I just thought I'd tell you." First of all, I've never seen this person in my life. I don't know how he knew I own a brand new Nissan. So I'm like suspecting, did he mess with my car? I go out, and I wasn't thinking nothing of it, so I start driving away, and all of a sudden I feel the car go boom, 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 boom. So I pull right back into the lot and park, and sure enough, my back left tire had zero pounds of air in it. It was completely flat. Like, it was literally just straight right in the rim at that point. And it all stemmed from this little tiny nick in my tire, right around the tread, at least where I think it is. Thankfully, I was panicking. I run back into that store. Store's closed, and I just run right back in before they shut the door, and I call manager. I'm like, "I think someone tampered with my car and cut my tires." And he's like, on newer tires, that's hard to do. So he comes out, and he looks at it, and he helps me change my tire because I've never done it before. Thanks,
Wow.
Chris. And that's what I was telling you. Chris was the one who helped me, and he's really cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
How long have you been driving?
Way longer
3
than
days.
reasonably. I've been driving since I've been in high school.
And you still don't know how to change a tire?
3 days.
Jesus, Robert.
So, to change the subject, at VDOT, I'm going to bring up a sign that's totally out of place at VDOT. Sydney, would you care to help me share this? It's in the shop, the big shop.
They actually have it all in different buildings and not just the shop.
Well, the one I'm talking about is out on the loft in the big
The
shop.
mezzanine.
Yeah. And we're going to throw this picture up because I sent one to Robert, the producer, and it says out of stock in the middle of VDOT's shop.
Hold on. I haven't even looked at this one yet. I'm pulling it up now. Well, once I can get to Messenger.
Well,
Oh, I see it now. I see it.
he saw the light.
Welcome, Robert.
So, that to me is just one of the most random signs in all of the world in VDOT. Out of stock.
Speaking of random signs, have you seen some of the PSAs they've been putting on those message boards on top of the freeway? VDOT has some good ones.
Yeah. I think it was one Valentine's Day. It said something about if you don't have somebody to hold you, your seatbelt will. Something along those lines. They come up with all kinds of crap to put on those signs.
And it's funny. Remember when Black Panther came out? They were doing Wakanda themes one. I can't remember. I don't know if I can find those. If I can, I'll post it. Something along the lines of, I don't even know now. But I remember Virginia just passed legalized marijuana, right? And you know which one I'm going. And so the day they passed it, if you went down 64 on that big sign as you're right outside Fishersville, it said, "You're not a firework. Don't drive lit."
Oh, by the way, on the note of July the 1st, I happened to see Slater that day. And it says, "Have a Willie good day." Hey, Slater.
Have a really good day, everybody. Now, those are words to live by. Have a really good day.
Yeah. I was actually
Drives
looking up
me bananas.
I was actually looking up a couple of them. Like one of them here is speeding leads to the dark side.
Well, if we're talking about Star Wars universe, I mean, that's they're way more fun than the Jedi. The Jedis are just sticks in the mud. They're boring.
And Slater, thank you for the in-store compliments on our last show because of the picture that you sent us for our last episode.
Yeah, I think we need to point that out. Slater was the one that sent that grapefruit picture with us.
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't... I thought it was Russell's doing, but Slater corrected us.
Yep. Here's that one you were talking about. What kind of driver are you? Safety is king.
Yes, that one.
That's what
that was in reference to the Black Panther movie. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either, so don't feel bad. Don't feel left out.
Oh gosh, she's looking up more. Send me these.
This could go on for a while.
And we only have 15 minutes per show.
Only Rudolph should drive lit.
I can't. 11 minutes.
We'll need slapper.
Knee slapper, guys.
So,
there was one other thing. So, remember a couple episodes ago, I got these really nice microphones. And we never announced the story on how that went down. But if you notice, we only used them for one episode. And then they disappeared for a few. And as you can see, we're wearing them now.
Yeah.
Especially my bright, fancy red one here.
why?
I don't know. But anyway.
Why did they disappear?
So I bought
Focus,
these.
Robert.
I bought these microphones, right, from Amazon. We're cheap, you know. Gotta get the cheapest stuff on. And I tested them before I brought them in. But so I have a splitter plugged into my camera, and this splitter outputs each microphone to their own channel so I can easily edit. But the microphone kit that Russell and Sydney were using were joined. So it was one cable run into two microphones. And one of the microphone was busted. If you watch that video, you'll know my voice was much louder than anyone else's. It's because the ones they were using weren't working that whole time. So I had to contact the manufacturer and have them sent off. And I finally got these nice new ones, which the ones they're using now is better because each microphone is on its own wire and can be disconnected from the rest of the system. So,
Good job.
thank you.
Have you ever seen that emoji on Facebook when you're going to respond to somebody and it's the dude the guy's going,
Face palm. That's my favorite one.
yeah,
There's also face desk.
face palm, face desk on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been brought to you by Apple Juice. Don't try to make sense of that, Robert. It was supposed to be stupid, okay?
It clearly was. I think it just lost a few brain cells there.
More than a few.
That's true.
You're going to lose a lot more if you keep hanging around with that one.
I'll lose a lot more if I keep hanging around him and his coworkers at Walmart.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
that's the truth.
that's what an ounce of weed will do for you.
No, the weed helps with that. It eases the pain a little bit.
Have a really good day again.
All right, until next time.
So long, everybody.